Okay, here we go once again, cooking with my favorite spices. I'm Chef Zachary, and we have some salmon today, Pacific salmon, and you can get farm raised, or if you're real particular, you can get wild caught. And this is so simple, you better have everything else ready when we start. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of olive oil, about a tablespoon. And we're going to rub it on both sides of the salmon. Notice I got a little butter. You don't have to use butter. I just like the flavor that butter gives. So we're going to turn the salmon over in a little bit of oil. Now salmon is a great fish. It has a lot of amino acids that the body needs that are good. Then also it has a natural little bit of oil itself. So now we're going to flip it over to the back side and we're going to sprinkle some Chelsea spice on it. You can go as much as you want. It's a nice mellow flavor, not too hot. And the Chelsea spice goes really good with salmon because salmon has its own little amount of salt. Usually when it's from the ocean it has salt in it, and everything has a little bit of salt in it. So a lot of times when you're cooking fresh fish, when you're adding seasoned blends that have a lot of salt in them, you kind of lose the flavor and you're wondering why you don't like fish that much. This way we're going to taste the fish and the Chelsea spice. I like a little bit more on mine. Let's see. Alright, we can get it out here now. Okay. Alright. Now the pan is getting a little hot. I'm going to add a little bit of butter. Like I said, I like butter. And we can see the pan is hot. So this is called American grilling, or can't really say saute, because when you say saute you're really making your product bounce around and jump in the pan. Okay, this is simple. All you guys are wondering how to cook fish. Well, you're looking right at it. A little bit of butter. Okay, now fish doesn't take long, especially filets. Now what we're looking for is for it to cook about 2/3 of the way on the front side, and then we'll flip it over and cook it 1/3 of the way on the outside, and that way we'll have a nice crust on the fish. Lift the fire a little bit. We want a medium high heat. We don't want to scald it. We're not blackening, we're just searing it in a little bit of butter. This looks like a lot of butter here, huh? Well, it's not that bad. And as you can see, the fish is starting to color around the edges. So on the thicker pieces, we want it to get a little bit higher, about almost 1/2 up, and that'll mean the fish is about 2/3 of the way done. Okay? Be right back. I'm going to get a dish to put the fish on. Okay. What do you think? Now, if you got a nice quality fish and you want to eat it medium rare, that's up to you. You can turn it a little bit sooner. I'm leaning it over a little bit so the oil doesn't splatter. There we go. Natural little herb crust, excuse me, a natural little spice crust there with the Chelsea spice. Nice, beautiful flavor. Great on shrimp, chicken, steaks, ribs, hamburgers, cheese, whatever you want to throw it in an omelet. It's really the matrix of the seasoned blends. And you know what? When I'm selling this spice, the one thing a lot of people can't get past saying seasoned salt, because we've been brainwashed and using salts and seasoned salt so long that everything is a seasoned sauce. So I have to correct most of the people that I run into. This is a seasoned blend because it has no salt, no sugar, no MSG. And also, my blackening spice is on the same category. No salt, sugar, or MSG. So it's natural. The seasoning, you don't have to worry about high blood pressure. If you can take the heat, that's it. Alright, this is just about done. Fish is nice and juicy. So roughly about 3 minutes on the front side and roughly about 3 or 4 minutes on the back side. And I just happened to make some old-fashioned rice pilaf with pasta in it. So let's see how that turned out.